Management Tower, Max 09 Foxtrot, Foxtrot Alpha 7410 at runway tree 4 ready for departure. Departure to the north.
Hey Saint, wow, that's impressive. Congratulations. I'm sure. I doubt I could do it on my best day or do half of that good. Be lucky if I get to a quarter of that ability. Wish the game was more well known. It was a cool game, but I know shooters aren't everyone's things. They released that collection with, I think it had like a lot of the Konami shooters like a few months ago. It's kind of expensive, but they lowered the price. I might pick it up. It seems pretty cool and comprehensive. Seems to have a lot of bonus stuff as well as like the different boards. I really like compilations like that. Even if I'm not a hardcore fan of the game, I just love having like a collection, especially if it has any kind of educational materials to tell you about the history. Hey JB, it's reasonable. I can't always make his streams. Plus, it's never expected. I think with most of us people in our community, we understand the logistics. We can't make everything. There's a basic understanding. That's why that one character didn't last very long. Yeah, fighters kind of became like kind of rare for a while. I think Street Fighter 4 like helped them become popular again. I think that gained momentum with fighting games or helped bring popularity back to them. I think beside Tekken, they were kind of niche because most people just played on PlayStation's arcades, were becoming less common back then. This must be peanut country I'm driving over. When you go to the Outer Banks, it's nothing but like peanut farms and places that have a bunch of peaches. Man, I wish we had Taco Tuesdays. Oh wow, so you got them. You got into them pretty much after the fact. They've been out for a while. I grew up with the NES as the main console, as my main first console, so they're fairly common. They're texting me about my new glasses. How exciting. Yeah, that's probably when they were peak red. They are cool. I like the artwork in them, even if I'm not very good at them. No, I had it done like last week. They're ready now to be picked up. I'll probably get them tomorrow. I go to the grocery store since it's nearby. You know it. I got a professional looking pair and a pair that I got the thickest rims from. That's the pair I'll probably use the most. That still survived the most of being dropped on the floor. They're easier to glue together. Not on purpose, just because those are usually the thickest rims. Try to always get a heavy duty pair for the ones I'll use the most. After you start wearing them for a while, you forget about them. You like misplace them or some shit. Since I only have one pair right now, and they're not super thick, I'm like super careful with them and only use them when I absolutely need to. So like when I'm playing this game, I'm not wearing the glasses, so all the numbers are kind of fuzzy. Yeah. Ironically, we're talking about Buddy Holly and Flight Sim. Yeah. I remember the Buddy Holly movie. I think, was it Gary Busey played him? This was a unique choice. Yeah, there was a few of them. You definitely can tell later on how their sound influenced music a lot. Kind of like emo music before it was emo music. Yeah, I'm sure. You know that Weezer song, Buddy Holly, stuck in my head. I remember when Windows 95 came out, they had that music video for Buddy Holly where they inserted the band in the Happy Days episode. Yeah. That was a good video. Most of Weezer's videos were pretty good. Even if you don't really like the song, the videos are usually amusing. But I did like Buddy Holly. That was a good one. The Blue album in general was pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised. It's true, though. Pretty impressive. I can fly this plane with my elderly carpal tunnel claw hands. Wonder if we got buried with a roaster. Probably not looking too hot now. What are one of your life regrets? I never got to try a Kenny Rogers roaster. Me too, JB. Me too. Life is short. I don't want to pull up my pants and wear pastel colors and be super serious just yet and have that permanent look of shock on my face because I'm constantly in pain. I'm trying not to surrender the ghost. Not yet, anyway. You think it'd be better than a Costco rotisserie chicken? Pretty good, or a Sam's Club one? I think they're pretty similar, to be honest. Yeah, I like that phrase. It's a good one. What kind of movie was it about? Most of the grocery store rotisserie chickens pale in comparison. Usually when we had a Costco or Sam's Club card, we get those rotisserie chickens. Man, and Costco had a good-ass cheesesteak. I don't know if they still make it. It was cheap, too. It was only $11. It sounds cool. I didn't know he dabbled in fried chicken. Wonder if there's like old recipes you can find, or like how he made it. I remember you could buy those rotisserie things, or sometimes the grill would come with it. Like the propane grill, usually it would have like come with the rotisserie with a motor on it. You put chickens in it and it would rotate inside the grill. We had one nearby. One closed. I don't know if the other one's open. They're not very common, but they are good if you ever have a chance. Especially when you get that jalapeno and you drizzle it over the chicken with those honey biscuits. Bojangles is pretty similar to Popeyes. Their biscuits are closer to KFC. Or like Hardee's or something. Somewhere in between that. Where like Popeyes has those kind of like heavy lard, like hockey puck like biscuits. Yeah, we never went to Hardee's that much. We only went there like when they first started having fried chicken. Aside that, we just go there for burgers. But I mean, just like I guess the density of their biscuits is what I'm trying to describe. But like the flavor is closer to Popeyes, because I think one of them's a derivative. I don't know if like somebody left Bojangles or somebody left Popeyes, But the two people used to work together, and one dude is like, oh, I'm going to start my own business. So they're pretty similar in some ways. I just know the biscuits were kind of different in density or whatever. The breakfast sandwich. I think Bojangles has a lot more breakfast stuff. Because I remember getting like stuff at Bojangles like in the morning. Like I think Bojangles has chicken biscuits. They're not bad. Yeah, those honey butter biscuits are good. For a while, they closed down like all the Popeyes and Bojangles. We had to go to like North Carolina in order to like eat there for a while. And then randomly, they started building them again. And I swear the line went from the building to around the whole building. Like it was like they were selling like concert tickets or something. Like apparently the market was ready again. I don't know why they ever shut them down. Because clearly people wanted fried chicken. Yeah, Burger King used to be cheap, especially when they had those coupons. Not so much now. I remember there was a Burger King near a place I used to have to make deliveries. And I had that coupon book. And I'd get like a cheeseburger, fries, and drink for $3 every day. Oh, that wasn't a bad deal at all. Hardee's used to have good coupons for those monster burgers. I don't know if they do anymore, but they let you use the coupons more than once. And sometimes they get like a buy one, get one free, so we'd load up on those. Yeah, we have KFC, Popeyes, and we have one Lee's that I know of. Lee's is good. Lee's has rotisserie chickens, I believe. Yeah, although that $20 Popeyes deal when they had it seemed amazing. I don't see too many deals like that at any fast food place. Was this for blood transfusions? Oh, that's not bad. Our mailman sucks in the city. I used to get coupons all the time. But lately, the dude doesn't even show at 10, and the only thing I get are like bills in the mail. I never get any coupons or anything. Yeah, I saw somebody make a YouTube video about it, but I didn't know if it was old or not, because I know you said it was ending at some point. But that's a hell of a deal, though. Especially for Popeyes. Oh, man. I'd be broke if I lived next door to Popeyes. Yeah, I like Popeyes seasoning. Probably the best. Bojangles seasoning's pretty close. I think Popeyes edges it out. But it has to be cooked. Sometimes I'm gone to Popeyes and they deep fried the shit out of it where like the shit is basically like battered jerky. Reminded me of like those dehydrated chicken dog treats you buy. Yeah, Lee's is almost kind of like a gourmet-like place a little bit. I think I would consider Lee's like a higher tier place like Arby's. I don't think it's quite sit-down restaurant quality, but I think it tries to not be like McDonald's or like KFC. I think it's trying to be somewhere in the middle. Yeah, Arby's is now like one of the most affordable places. Arby's is good. I was surprised how big like that the half-pound roast beef sandwich was. The damn bun circumference couldn't even cover the roast beef. Looked like it was wearing like a little beanie. Yeah, Popeyes is probably my favorite. Like I said, if they cook it right. If they cook it right, it's amazing. Yeah, honestly, it depends on the location for both places. But I do prefer Popeye's Cajun seasoning. Also, often when people get KFC, they get extra crispy, and I often prefer original recipe. So that's one of the reasons why I don't usually get KFC. But I'm like always in the minority of wanting original recipe. I thought spicy was the original one. I thought non-spicy was the one you had to ask special for. Shows you how much I know. We have Sonics. We didn't have Dodgers. What was the other place you mentioned? I know we didn't have another one of those. Oh, we don't have Jack in the Box. Apparently we used to, but we have all the other places you mentioned. Yeah, I could see it being too spicy for some, because it is spicier than like your average fast food spicy chicken. I think that's one of the things that makes Popeyes kind of unique. Oh, Jack's. Well, we don't have Jack's either. You ever go to gas stations and try food? It doesn't always look appealing, but sometimes that stuff's super good. Oh, that was your short. Yeah, I thumbs it up. Yeah, so you know then. I mean, it is Louisiana Kitchen. Not a gated community kitchen. Which is fine, because rich people food's kind of boring and bland. I hate going to like fancy weddings or wedding after parties, and the shit's all in perfect triangles and it's all these weird flavors. I'm like, come on, I just want a steak or like a burger, fries or chicken or something. Just keep it simple. Yeah, there's one nearby here that has decent food too. I was surprised. It wouldn't be a place I would think that would have it. That sounds reasonable, Red. The last person you want to upset. Wonder what the heck this place is. Got that suburban spice, salt and pepper. And you want it extra spicy, 2 shakes. It really depends on location, the quality. I mean, you can have decent locations anywhere. It just depends how stingy they are. But a lot of times in like wealthier areas, they're more stingy about shit and trying to follow like the corporate stuff verbatim, and it's not as good. Sometimes the directions and what those machines says, what overcooks the stuff. Yeah. Clash of different styles mixed together to create the perfect blend. You ever eat gumbo? I love good gumbo. That shit's good if you can get it decent. Like okra, sausage, shrimp in it. Yeah, I think I know a movie you're talking about. I think it had Viggo Mortensen in it. Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, and his history of violence. Yeah, country cooking is good. Like if you ever get invited for dinner, like in the country, never not take it up. Always been good. Always like some turn that's like in the opening in the woods somewhere, but you can smell the food. Just follow the trail, like Garfield, like in the comics where he smells lasagna and he starts floating up. I never saw that movie. It looked like it might be pretty good. I see it sometimes a thumbnail advertised on the screensaver of the TV. Yeah, Viggo Mortensen. Yeah, he was good in that. Surprised my mom liked that movie a lot, considering it's like basically a post-apocalyptic film. He was in that weird movie, Crimes of the Future. I don't know if you've seen that one. Made by David Cronenberg of The Fly and Scanners. Went back in the body horror. It's kind of cool. Made me nostalgic a little bit for his older work in the 80s. Yeah. You can tell where some of these like post-apocalyptic games like took inspiration from it, because I believe it's based on a book if I recall. Oh, I don't know what's supposed to be happening every like 5 minutes in that movie. I think people that think that movie's boring have TikTok brain. There's a point for all that time spent. Sometimes you have to spend time with the characters to feel any certain way about them. Yeah, it was good. You don't have TikTok brain, Red. Just be careful. Be aware that it's a potential side effect. Since you create content, it probably cancels it out. You're not just consuming. I think so, years ago. Because my dad used to rent like all those Van Damme movies, because he was like a huge fan. That and Steven Seagal. Running around with his little ponytail dangling until he started chair fighting later on in life. If it has Lance Henriksen and Van Damme, it sounds good. I probably saw it as a kid or when I was younger. Once I watch it, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember this. Oh, here's the lighthouse. I wonder if they actually rendered it. It looks like they might have, since it's a landmark. I remember they had to move it back because the area was eroding. It looks like it's eroded a lot more. This is the last time I've been to the Outer Banks. Oh yeah, I remember Time Cop. You were thinking he was going to go way back in time based on the title, but not really. I don't know if this big ass plane can handle being this low. Come on, turn on the engine. Oh, fall. Heavy ass plane. Yeah, they rendered it. Yeah, it sounds cool. I'm pretty sure I've seen it the more you're talking about it. Or where's the airport we can land at? Let's pause this plane. Put up the radio. See what's good. I would like to go to the nearest airport. This one sounds good, although it's probably going to be super small. Good old Google. We don't even have to think back anymore. It's so convenient. Oh no, we don't want a helipad. '93. Yeah, I could have seen me watching it back then. That's when we rented stuff a lot. We had just moved to a new house, and the grocery store actually had like a rental store inside. So we usually picked up movies every time we got groceries. I miss that, having like a built-in rental place in the supermarket. That was really nice. Yeah, cheesy ass lines is sometimes what makes things great. I hate when you fly over the ocean. Sometimes you have no idea how high you are unless you look at the numbers. At least when you have land, you have a basic idea. I heard he's been in so many movies. Sometimes he gets asked about films he's been in, and he's forgot about them because he's been a character actor in so many different films. Heard he's a cool guy, though. I bet he'd be cool to talk to, like at a convention or something. I think he shows up at the conventions here sometimes. I'm going to do something unconventional. Oh, took time off making a Cocoon sequel to make that, and the diabetes commercials. Wasn't he on like Quaker Oats commercials back in the day? I heard Cocoon's like one of those films that's like has a trouble like making it to physical media because of rights or whatever. This is a super smooth landing. You don't realize he's in The Thing? Yeah, he's in the Quaker Oats. I kind of associated him with Quaker Oats. Sounds like there has to be a reason. He was in The Thing. He's almost unrecognizable without his like mustache. Yeah, he lived for a while. He must have not have been that old in Cocoon, because like JB was saying, he like died not that long ago. So I was like, man, he must be a more than that old. I mean, he was when he passed away, but not in Cocoon. Another good character actor. So, yeah, but it's like weird. Like you can get Cocoon 2, I think, on DVD and Blu-ray easy, but for some reason the first Cocoon film is really hard to find copies of. Or at least it used to be. Maybe it changed. Remember we used to have it on like videotape, taped off of like Cinemax or HBO. Yeah, they probably aged them up. Didn't Ron Howard direct the Cocoon movies? I feel like he did. That was one of those movies they used to cover a lot, because I think they used like CGI or some sort of advanced special effects at the time. Probably look better. It seems like our generation is aging a little bit better. If not, you can get like a walrus mustache like him and like just hide your face. That's what he decided to do. But I don't think you'll have to go to that measure. And everybody's blowing up my phone the minute I stream, I swear. Yeah, do you remember that show that used to come on called Movie Magic? I used to love that show when I actually could catch it. Sometimes PBS would have documentaries. Remember one time they had a huge special, how they made those stop motion Wallace and Gromit movies before they actually showed them? That was pretty cool. It's crazy how much work went into those films. Maybe if you describe them, I don't remember like the particular vehicle. Yeah, that was cool that like PBS did stuff like that occasionally. One thing that was annoying, they suddenly stopped the show to do like their telethon to like ask for money. And they're like, all right, we promise we're gonna return you back to your show. Just want to say one more thing. Okay, back to the making of Wallace and Gromit. Why the hell would they start me here? What is this nonsense? The bald guy, he's pretty funny, if it's the one. He used to be on this show. There's a stupid show that used to come on Adult Swim. It's called like Children's Hospital. He played like a clown, but his scrubs are like stained and like blood. He's kind of scary looking. It was like a surreal sense of humor type of comedy.
Ready for boarding, Michael. Roger that.
Had some of the cast from the old MTV show The State, if you remember that. Some of the people from that went on to Reno 911.
This may be just another day at the office for you, Captain, but for everyone here, it's a special occasion. On board, you're taking someone who lives nearby, Andrew, and one of his colleagues, for a nice scenic ride over the region. If the seatbelts are fastened, you're ready for takeoff. Let's go, Captain.
Sure, a real person voiced that.
6 Foxtrot Delta 7 traffic. Max 09 Foxtrot Alpha Golf 1414 is taxiing to runway 20. 6 Foxtrot Delta 7.
Hi, thanks for taking us aboard. I'm Andrew. I'm thrilled to fly over Cortez.
Don't talk to me.
Our office is somewhere in this area.
There's just something about you I already don't like.
Hey, I'm Richard, Andrew's colleague. Pleasure to meet you.
Can't remember what her name is, but I remember like I got that Ecto 1 Lego set, and I remember marathoning all of Reno 911 building it. That was actually a pretty pleasant memory. It was like one of the bigger sets, so it took a long time to build. It took like 2 days. I never saw any of the newer episodes they made. Hey, Ben.
Traffic. Max 09 Foxtrot Alpha Golf 1414. Taking off runway 20. Departure.
I'm probably gonna go the other way. I don't care. They expect me to go through the trees. They're out of their mind. Yeah, you don't want this secret information to slip out. But she probably knows as their pupils dilate when you watch that show. They can pick up on things like that. Alright. Do I not have to ask for permission? Okay. I think my plane has like 4-wheel drive on it. Yeah, don't watch it in front of her. Your eyes will suddenly, like, the pupils in your eyes will get big, like saucers, and she's gonna wonder why. Yeah. Yeah, so you don't want that on top of the other thing. I'll stick to watching like old sitcoms like The Golden Girls. Unless that has the same effect, then don't watch that. On the bottom, you'd have to come up with some sort of system to know that you're in distress. I like the theme song. Like how it ends, it's like dun, 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 dun.
Good old times.
My grandmother used to watch the Golden Girls all the time. I remember hearing it sometimes. I'd take a nap. I remember sleeping, and I thought on the TV a man was talking. And after I woke up, I realized she was watching the Golden Girls, and it was just B. Arthur. I miss those wholesome theme songs on the sitcoms.
So how's your flight going, Andrew? Enjoying the view?
Michael, thanks for checking in.
Like, I was like half asleep, so my eyes were closed, so I was like imagining the scene, like on the TV. Like, what I saw visually on the TV was way different than what I was imagining. Thank you for being my friend. Dun, 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 dun. That's what they say, and then the music drops. I surprisingly have a lot of peers that like old shows that are before their time. Like, I'm always shocked how like big the Murder, She Wrote fan base is. And I just picture Angela Lansbury just being the tea kettle in Beauty and the Beast. I think that's her name.
Relax, Andrew. You're gripping the seat so hard you're going to break your hand.
It sounds oddly familiar. I never saw that one. But like, I only saw it in passing. Like, both my grandparents watched it. Even though they had cable, they watched all those network shows. When I went home, we only had like 5 channels.
It's going to be amazing. We should post
So I never understood why they stuck to watching the 5 channels. They had cable. I think so, but I've been wanting to rewatch it. I watched some YouTube video about it, and I'm like, yeah, I need to recheck it out.
You okay? Not scared?
That might be something that's on one of those free streaming services. I'm pretty sure I can find it on one of them. As long as it's not on Apple TV. I like how the cockpit in this game's a little bit more silent. Gran Turismo 7 does that too with the cockpit view, the different sounds. I think Forza does as well. It's a little detail I appreciate. Okay, we're at the right speed. I don't want this plane to suddenly start turning around violently. Let me read what you wrote and try to multitask. In real life, this would be extraordinarily dangerous, texting and piloting. Yeah, I have most of the other paid stuff, because what basically my and my family do is we get one service that we share it. Just none of us want Apple. It seems like there's good stuff on there, but I think we have enough. Every once in a while, I'll subscribe to Chiller to catch up on old horror movies just because it's cheap. It's like $6 for an entire month. You can catch up on mostly everything.
I wish we had more time to enjoy the view.
Yeah, that's probably around the time I'll get a phone. I usually upgrade when I was ready, but I don't know. Now, I think I just might wait. My phone's working perfectly. And the upgrades are becoming less and less, like, mind-blowing. So maybe it's good to skip a few generations, I think. Unless it breaks or something. Or slows down. But so far, it's working good. Yeah, that's one thing to benefit because it does heat up. Anything that requires like uploading, that makes it get hot real fast. Or if you drain the battery, that's really bad because you can feel it get hot because it like goes into some supercharge mode. That's probably not good for it. But overall, I have like a 14 Pro Max. I feel like it would be kind of foolish to upgrade now if I don't have any problems with it. I'm not a fanboy or anything. I've had both phones, but I've just always been happy with the Apples because they've lasted me the longest. And they're a bit simple. So unless something drastic happens, that's the next phone I'll likely get, unless there's like some crazy deal with the other one and none with the other Apple. It's like the only Apple product I buy. Androids are awesome at first. At least with my luck anyway. You know, I've heard some people say they're happy with it, they don't have any problems. But at first I didn't even like the Apple because it's so simple, but once I got used to it, I think it would be hard to go back. But I'm not like against it if they improve certain stuff. Yeah, they also keep their value if you ever need to trade in, even if they're broke. There's like a collector's market. I don't understand that, but it exists. But yeah, that's like the one Apple thing I'll try to get. And it's just because I've had every type of phone known to man, and just Apple has been the best for me as far as longevity and doing what I needed to do and being compatible with programs and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy how much they keep their value. I was surprised when I traded in my own old one when I got the newer version. I'm like, damn. Because they used to give me nothing for my other phones. It's like Apple's like the Toyota cars. They like, even the old ones are worth money. The Toyota phones, I mean. I was thinking about cars, so I said cars. Yeah. Same kind of philosophy, really. I can understand people complaining about the premium. But like I said, once you get the trade-in and everything like that, it makes it a lot more digestible when you upgrade and you're used to like the system and everything. Alright, how fast are we going? You need to let the people know we're gonna land, and apparently there's not much room. This is gonna be scary because they don't actually have a paved runway, which always F's me up. Yeah, that was a selling point for me as well, the camera and the video quality. I haven't done it much, but one of the reasons why is like if I ever wanted to do anything for my channel, I know this would be good for like shorts or short video that I can upload, and it's fairly easy to upload the videos too. I'd like to move out of here soon. Once I do that, if I go somewhere better, I want to do like more stuff besides just video game stuff, like filming outside.
Foxtrot Delta 7 traffic. Max 09 Foxtrot Alpha Golf 1414.
Yeah, and consider, and it also does it in HDR too.
Runway 20. 6 Foxtrot Delta 7.
Like there's dedicated camcorders that don't have as good as picture quality. Kind of nuts to think about. Like you're not going to get much better unless you get like a dedicated DSLR. And unless you're like doing it commercially, most people won't know a difference. I can't believe they're expecting me to land on this shit. I'm gonna go down, try to pull up. I'm not making this shit. Surprised it didn't break when it hit the ground at 90 miles an hour.
Back to reality, folks. Hey, did you enjoy it, Andrew? Ready for your next...
I wish they stopped giving me these short-ass warning race.
Sign me up. That was amazing.
Please assign me to an airport. Yeah. Well, one cool thing about the other phones, like it'd be cool to tinker with for like stuff you want to do, like play games and stuff. Like you would find like a cheap one, but like as a functional device, I like the phone. The iPhone, I mean.
A bit shaky, but I'm totally
Back to reality, folks. Did you enjoy it, Andrew? Ready for your next flight?
totally doing it again. Sign me up.
That was amazing. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
some of those phones that you get are actually pretty decent. I'm gonna probably lose credit for this.
6 Foxtrot Delta 7 traffic. Max 09 Foxtrot Alpha Golf 1414 is on final. Runway 20.
Yeah, I was surprised how happy I was with the phone. I was not sure how I'd feel about the iPhone, but I gave it a chance and ended up liking it better than what I had by far after I got used to it.
Back to reality, folks. Hey, did you enjoy it, Andrew? Ready for your next flight?
Totally doing it again.
Yeah, that's one thing the Android phones are good at. That's why I said it's kind of cool if you can find like a cheap, like old one to tinker with, so you don't risk messing up anything or slowing it down. Yeah, I haven't really had any experience with any new phones, really. Like, even looking at them at the store, I haven't paid attention.
Back to reality, folks. Hey, did you enjoy it, Andrew? Ready for your next flight?
Totally doing it again. Sign me up.
That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Don't sink, 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 don't sink.
I'm glad this wasn't my plane, but I wouldn't have picked this runway.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
I'm not sure if I'm relieved or still holding my breath after that landing, but we're back.
Yeah, the Androids aren't bad. I especially haven't used anyone like in probably over 10 years, so I don't know what they're like now. Like I said, I'm not really like fanboying. I'm just basing it on like just my experience for like what I need. I can't remember what version of Android I had. I know it was named after like candy or something. I think that I don't know if they still go by like candy names for their operating system, like Kit Kat and whatever. I forgot what the one I had was. It's probably older than the Kit Kat iOS, or the operating system OS. Excuse me. iOS is Apple's. I can't believe this is a runway. No, like I've seen like your channel and watch your videos. Like it all looks good. Yeah, I'm really impressed that it's able to do Dreamcast. It's crazy what mobile devices can do now. But that is one perk of like Android and stuff. It's like an open platform. Or open source, I don't know what you would call it. How streamer brain right now crashed my plane 5 times. Yeah. My first phone couldn't even play games besides Snake. And it got to the point where I couldn't like get further in the game because the Snake was basically the whole screen. I don't even think it had that card game. Some of them had the card game on it.
6 Foxtrot, Delta 7 traffic. Max 09 Foxtrot, Alpha Golf 1.
The problem with like the Apple stuff though is even the vintage stuff is expensive. Like I said, there's like a weird collector's market. I don't understand that with cell phones. Remember, I used to work with this dude back in the day that would just collect cell phones. Like he'd get them unlocked and he'd just collect them, like an accessory to like his clothes or whatever. Only person I ever saw do anything like that. Do you remember that phone they came out with years ago that had like a built-in PlayStation controller in it that slid out of the bottom like one of those keyboards they used to have?
Our guest seemed a bit frustrated.
Oh, I'm sure.
Dig deep and make the necessary
I'll
improvements.
dig deep,
No
my
doubt.
soul. Well, hopefully I won't be off a runway like this again. I'm gonna get some reputation points taken off for this one, I'm sure. But I guess it was pleasant getting there before the landing. Yeah, I know uploading is the main battery drainer on this. Oddly enough, games don't drain my phone that much. You'd think it would, but literally uploading is the main thing. Uploading or being on the phone will make it hot when it's sending a signal out. At least I earned my insurance back. Oh no. These Floridian runways. Yeah. Do you ever have to do on-call stuff where you have to have a second phone? I used to have a job like that where I had my phone and then I had a phone just for the job, just so I could be on call. Well, shit was annoying. I never could make any plans. Yeah, my work didn't give me an iPhone. They gave me like a shitty flip phone that's like one of those phones that's made to be like thrown against like a wall for like construction workers. It's like no thrills. Yeah, that's awesome. You can get that much time. The few times I did like drawing streams, man, it drained the battery like pretty bad. Like I felt the phone like physically hot. That's the only thing on the particular the 14 Pro Max that'll drain the battery. I mean, it didn't deplete it like all the way, but it took a sizable visible chunk. It wasn't like gradual. Like if I just use it normally in the day, like there's barely like a chunk taken off of the battery. Like even if I'm playing games or something. Also, I don't wait till the thing's fully drained when I charge it. A lot of people do, and I think that hurts the battery over time. You know, I'd be doing barrel rolls and stuff to terrify him. Like, you want thrills? You're gonna get them. I know PS2 is kind of difficult to emulate. Like, it wasn't too long ago where even PC was having issues. I would think GameCube would be easier because the architecture was more simple. I'm sure in time they'll fix and optimize it. Decent PS2 emulation is a fairly new thing.
Ready for boarding, Laura. Roger that.
The nice side of a shed. Yeah, PS2 emulation's come a long way, but I remember like a few years ago, people were trying to emulate PS2 games on their PC, and the games would stutter like no one's business. The iPhone poster child. Excuse me, poster man.
All right, it's your moment, pilot. Go show why flying's the best part of the day.
Ben can take us on a video track of Farrell,
He's keen
where
on
Farrell more than likely smelt the pee.
celebrating a special day, so I'm counting on you to
IRL stream, best one of the whole year. Easily and earn you like a platinum play button.
Let's go, Captain.
Yeah, I might need some of those things too.
Kilo Zulu
Let's zoom the camera in a little bit.
Max 09, Juliet Mike Kilo 889er is taxiing to runway 19er, Kilo Zulu Papa Hotel.
So happy to be flying with you today, Captain. I'm James.
Hey there, I'm John. It's so great hanging out with you today. By hanging out, I mean flying.
Ain't that the way they don't give you a charger? Luckily, the chargers are pretty universal, but you can probably easily find one. It usually says what voltage it needs, like on the back. Hey Vera, happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. Man, I bet that smells good. I'm just probably gonna make a frozen dinner. I'll smell a little bit when I come back in the house from walking the dog. Doing good. Glad you're doing well. My turkey sandwich will probably be better that I have when I come back after walking the dog after 5. I'll extend the stream a little bit longer so I can get the 2-hour mark. But like once I walk Faye, come back with a sandwich I have will probably be better than the dinner I'll have later. We need to. Maybe that can be one of the goals on Ben's channel, to build a spaceship. Help get like stuff to buy, like a speak and spell and a record player, so he can build a communication device like ET. Well, suddenly he'll get like a message back on the speak and spell. We will be there shortly. Please be patient. We're coming there soon. Please bring us back some earth, frozen berries, and avocado toast. We heard great things about those berries and avocado toast. We would like to sample them. Put them in a jar and watch them react to different environmental conditions. Obviously, JP, obviously. A place where they welcome droids. Man, they want me to go on a journey just to get to the runway. If I could have any movie spaceship, even though it looks like junk, I still think I'd pick the Millennium Falcon. Even though you can depend on it like 25% of the time. Although an X-Wing would be pretty cool. But probably not very comfortable for long trips. Yeah, that's why C-3PO has that dent in his head. Yeah, it's not ideal, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Luckily, they make combs in larger sizes now. You see, they changed the second Spaceballs movies to the new one to allegedly piss off fans. I guess it's a meta joke about Star Wars. Yeah, he's actually coming out of retirement for the second Spaceballs movie. Just kind of crazy. Must be a good script. Because he didn't even come out of retirement for Ghostbusters. He did come out of retirement for like that Mackenzie's Brothers special though.
That little bush, it's such a cool feeling.
I actually saw the cast for like Spaceballs too. They didn't look as old as I thought they'd look. I was surprised. I mean, Mel Brooks did because he's like almost like 100, but if he's not already.
You okay? Not scared?
I'm too excited to be scared.
Just don't pee on the seats. That's all I ask. They're fabric, not leather. It won't repel the urine. We'll just absorb it. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what that movie's called. It's like a phrase. Either like life stinks or it could be worse or better or something.
Take pictures.
I know what movie you're talking about. Because there's like a big like standoff at the end with all like the homeless people and everything. Yeah. It's not really well known. Actually, when you brought it up, I think you brought it up before, like it was the first time I heard about it in years because I randomly watched it on cable. I've never really heard anyone else talk about it before. And it's not like the most advertised movie to find.
You fly over here at sunset. Need to try that someday.
I guess it wasn't a big box office success or something. Was when anyone ever talks about his movies, they never mention that one. They'll mention like Young Frankenstein, like what was the other one? The Producers, Blazing Saddles, and like all the popular ones. But like his 90s career, they overlook. Sometimes they even overlook Robin Hood Men in Tights, Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Over there. The sky is out of this world. We're lucky to see this.
Yeah, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids surprisingly holds up well, even if you watch it as an adult. I'm sure nostalgia plays a part. But since they use a lot of practical effects too, the effects aren't bad in it. Only movie that makes you feel bad for a damn ant.
People are looking up at us. Hey.
I should have won an award just for that. What movie makes you sympathize with an ant? I remember we saw Honey, I Blew Up the Kid in theaters, and it had like that Roger Rabbit short that played before it. It's sad they never made another one of those movies with Roger
I
Rabbit.
think it was right here.
Come on. Of course I remember.
Now it wouldn't be impressive though, because you know they use CGI for everything. The old ones kind of impressive because you know they didn't use CGI. They did all that stuff with wires and hand-drawn animation, did everything. Green screens, whatever they could do.
You're gripping the seat so hard you're going to break your hand.
Do you see the city of St. Leo over here? Awesome.
Everything down below looks so tiny.
Yeah. Neighbors that hated each other suddenly became friends in the end. Also, their neighbor's the dude that plays Max Headroom. I don't know what the actor's name is, but he's in a lot of things. He's also in the second Lawnmower Man movie. Like the dad think they want to go on a fishing trip or something. Jason Beyond did. I know it. That's who I would think. Yeah, one of the sweets. I'm thinking it's an Oreo. That one seems more marketable.
All the cliches about everything being more beautiful.
It made everything look good when it was super big. Like even those Cheerios. My dad was about to eat the kids. It sounds so stupid when I say it out loud, but it was like a pretty intense moment at the time. I don't know if it's considered a soup, but pho. But you know what soup? It's actually good. I actually like it if it's made decent. Decent potato soup. I know that sounds super boring, but when it's good, it's good. Chili's good. The chili's considered a soup. That's good too. That's basically, yeah, clam chowder is good. Clam chowder is basically potato soup with like clams in it. But yeah. Good gumbo is good. Usually has to be made by somebody who knows the hell they're doing. Like, has to be fresh. Because the gumbo in the can, like the okra, becomes slimy. Pea soup's not bad. Whenever I hear pea soup, it makes me think of The Exorcist. I think that's what they use for our vomit. Fun fact. There's like this Italian bean soup. It was kind of spicy. It's pretty good. I wish I could remember what it was called. My father actually used to make really good chicken soup. He'd kind of make it close to kind of like Vietnamese pho style, mixed with like American style chicken soup, like a hybrid. So it'd be really spicy and have the cilantro in it. That was kind of strong. But then it had all the vegetables you normally have in chicken soup, like the noodles that you put in traditional American style. Man, I'd eat 2 bowls of that stuff. It was addicting. You ever have like someone, like if you ever went to like a Asian market and got some of the jerky, if they make it there? Oh, it's so good. Like I'll have like the sweet barbecue flavor. Every time I debate on getting this stuff, I see how small the package is. I'm like, am I going to regret this or not? I keep getting videos of people trying the peanut butter cups. I kind of want to try them, but I don't want to be disappointed either. Like, I know I like the Reese's one. Do I really just want to take a chance on something new? Yeah, he should review it for us, like the Crunch Bar.
So exhilarating. That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Don't thank me yet. You didn't see the other guy and how many times we had to go back in time to land again because he kept crashing. Can't hear what the radio is saying because I'm listening to music at the same time. I'm guessing they're telling me I have permission to land. I wish I could share the music with you all, but I can't. Alright, let's switch these flaps now that we're slow enough. They'll give us a little bit of lift. Luckily, this runway is actually paved, so that's promising. Let's let it go down some so we can lift to slow it. Everybody move out of the way. This will go two ways.
And a buttery smooth landing for a perfect finish.
See, that's what happens when you actually have a runway. Hold on, let me see what was typed. Chat's going fast today. It only lasts up there for a second. I hope it's not my brand. That's what I was panicking over during the pandemic for over food. Had some moments where I was like, should I get a bidet? Only time I realistically was wondering, is this a good purchase? Yeah, that place is, even once the fire's out, probably just going to be a red, like, hot coal in the middle of it. When I first read that, I was like, is there a punchline? But it's real, apparently.
Kilo Zulu Papa Hotel traffic. Max 09 Juliet Mike Kilo 889er is taxiing to parking. Kilo Zulu Papa Hotel.
Alright, let's go. Come on, we don't need to take 35 years. Dude looks like he's in his golden years as it is. The golden years, when your hips give out, your spinal column no longer works. Yeah, golden. Gotta get that bidet. I have to go out in the woods in the morning and pick some leaves. That would suck if like all the leaves are like dry and they just crumpled. That's as bad as when you get cheap paper and your finger breaks through sometimes. Get the kind that have like the little holes on the side. Put it in like an old printer, so when you need toilet paper, it'll dispense it. Since you probably can't use it on a current PC anyway. You at least get 4 squares out of 1 sock. Just run it through water. It'll be like a wet one. Just get the paper. Just get a box full of it. We're going too fast. Shit. Yeah. As long as you can flush them.
Not easy to impress the locals, but I see they're smiling. That's cool. Well done.
The gourmet wipes. I'm wiping my backside, yet it smells like a nice spring day. Okay, we got S-ring. That makes up for the other shit. Maybe we'll get some reputation points back. Probably not nearly as much. Yeah, the menthol wipes. I wish they'd give you an option to not make your character look like a douchebag, but it seems unavoidable. I wonder what avocado scent would be like. It doesn't have much of a smell. Right now I'm burning like some mango candles. They're not too bad. My neighbors tend to smoke near the window, so some of the odor comes through. That helps get rid of the smell a little bit. I imagine the scent would be mild unless you got like a super ripe one. Because I definitely like avocado, but that's one thing I noticed, like the flavor profile and the scent is kind of like neutral, almost more like a texture. Although there is a somewhat of sweetness that comes out usually when it's mixed with stuff. But yeah, I guess if you got a ripe one, it would be a bit stronger. But anyway, I gotta stop here and take Faye out for a walk. Thank you so much for everyone who hung out and watched. I really appreciate it. Hopefully this video was mildly enjoyable, and hopefully I'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks again, everyone. Take care. Bye. See you, Ben. Have a good rest of your night if I don't see you later. And JB, if you're still there. Talk to you later. Red as well. Appreciate it. I'll probably be on later, but just in case.